up and I hope you're dead. Dead like if I can guarantee Henry would be okay. I'd hope you get an illness and then get hit by a car and die.
I've never wanted to be an actor or a performer. Or actually, let me rephrase. Even if I wanted to be one, I could never be a good one or a great one, let alone hold a candle to a performance like that, right? Larger than life are these stage performers and Hollywood actors who, by day, embody the love, hope, and despair of another person in a different time and place, and make us believe it, and who, by night, gracefully adorn red carpets and late-night TV shows with their glamour, charisma, confidence, and charming, witty anecdotes about their co-stars and the giants on whose shoulders they stood to get their start. At least that's the preconceived notion I had of the epitome and success of acting. And then, Simu Liu came along, the self-described immigrant superhero who famously began his career as an accountant at Deloitte, and when thrown the curveball of being laid off and in his 20s began to cut his teeth in acting. I first became a fan of Simu Liu when he played the hunky but slightly wayward and annoying older brother Jung in Kim's Convenience.
The quick little poke in the bum that Korean guys do to each other, like at church. I'm not explaining this right.
And by the time he played the lead role in Shang-Chi, Marvel's first ever film with an Asian-led cast, I was pretty much head over heels. This is in 2021, in the wake of growing Asian representation in film. Finally, with Crazy Rich Asians taking the world by storm in 2018, to Parasite winning the Oscar for Best Picture in 2020, to this year, the film Everything Everywhere All at Once bagging 10 Oscar nominations, including the comeback story of Ke Huy Quan, to Michelle Yeoh capping her 20-year journey within the Hollywood industry, so elegantly and poignantly telling the story of the tough love and tribulations of intergenerational trauma. To say it is uplifting, validating, and inspiring to see so many Asian and Asian American performers sharing their stories uniquely and courageously is an understatement. And this brings me to today. In my creative journey to date, I haven't been more nervous or fearful or excited to finally declare the start of my exploration of my identity as an actor. Over the last 6 weeks, I've been taking part in a beginner's acting workshop at East West Players. For those that haven't heard of East West Players, it's an Asian American theater organization based here in Los Angeles. Founded in 1965 by a handful of Asian American actors seeking to create roles for themselves beyond the mainstream whitewashed, yellow-faced Hollywood stereotyping of Asians as cartoonish, comic jester, or submissive. Under the tutelage of Dom Magwili, and in the company of a group of bright young actors who no doubt will carry the torch for future generations of Asian and Asian American actors in theater and film, I can confidently say that acting is one of the hardest things I've ever done. Not for the act of public speaking or getting up on stage, but rather the challenge of performing another's lines, breathing life into a character that exists outside of my own experience, and the responsibility to the writer, the director, the rest of the cast, and the audience that comes with that. The vulnerability that comes with accessing my full range of emotions, which requires unscrewing and undoing the tightly fastened mask I've worn to protect my emotional security. Moreover, the challenge in confronting the real possibility that at the nuclear core of my interest in acting is vanity and self-centeredness. A risk taker? I am not. But this is the time to hold my inner artist accountable to getting outside his comfort zone and to not forget to have fun with the process of exploration. Viewer discretion advised. If you can't stand the cringe like me, or if you abhor Shakespeare, look away now. Otherwise, to our inner artists, let us say, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometime declines by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest. Nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee.